Kennedy was not born in Kibera. No, Shafi said he was not born in Kibera.
Yo,
right?
Dude, take your coffee.
Yeah, but he grew up in Kibera. And the reason that we're talking about Kibera this morning is because we have a co-founder of Shofco, Kennedy Odede, live in studio with us this morning. Yay! Good morning, Kennedy. How you doing?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, and I can see he's like, you know, half asleep because of the newborn.
There's a new member.
Yeah, new member of the family. Of the Shofco family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like you guys sleeping?
And it was Oscar Gavi.
Oscar Gavi.
Yes.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Kwanza wandu wanalia sana. Let me tell him, if you ever get like a baby, Adele, just pray you get a girl first. So you can at least have experience.
Yeah.
Yes. But you get a boy, they're so demanding.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. And how old is Oscar right now?
Now Oscar's 12 days.
What?
You know, that's not even 2 weeks. In 2 days, Oscar will be 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks old. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay. So it's so great to have you on here. And of course, Shofco is shining hope for communities. And I think the first time I met you was about 4 years ago. A friend of mine actually was just like, oh my God, guys, I think it was her birthday. I'm not sure. She's like, let's just go. Yeah. I want us to do something different. Let's go to Kibera. And there's a school for girls. And I was like, okay, I'm game. Let's go. And that was my first time interacting with Shofco. 4 years down the line, you guys have won one of the biggest global annual humanitarian awards. Only 22 organizations have this Hilton's Prize, so that's pretty amazing. We're going to get to that later.
Thanks.
But what I didn't know was you started Shofco with what? 2 things.
Yes, soccer ball.
Yeah?
Yes.
And how much money?
Was like the 30 shillings.
30 shillings.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. The 2 balls are more than the money you had in the bank.
Yeah, 30 shillings and
30 bob.
30 bob.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an old ball.
Yeah.
Because for me that was a way to bring people together. Yes.
Okay, so why did you feel the need, and how old were you when you did this?
I was around 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so what was it that inspired you to start Shofco, to bring people together in your community?
I think what happened to me is like I got tired personally as Kennedy of I said enough is enough of seeing things happening that I don't like in the community.
Yeah.
Women abuse, you know, crime, and the idea of hopelessness. You know what I mean? And then after reading all this, I used to really love reading.
Yeah.
Because that was my way of getting out of poverty. So when I stopped using drugs, books became my favorite things because brought my mind somewhere else. So story of women like Wangari Maathai or Rosa Parks, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Marcus Garvey.
Yes.
Hey, Garvey.
Yes.
I was really inspired, and these men and women, they succeeded by bringing people together to solve their own problem.
Yeah.
So I knew that for Kibera, soccer, football would be the first way to bring the youth together. And I didn't know we were going to be big like this.
Yeah.
But I knew I wanted to do something with my life.
Okay.
Instead of complaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
So step 1, you got this football, and
2
then
balls. 2 old balls.
No, just one.
Okay,
and,
one.
And 30 bob.
And 30 bob.
Yes.
So, okay.
And where did you get the people?
The people are there. We are the people.
Yeah.
Community, you know, there are many people in Kibera. And then what happened is that people are really bored sometimes.
Yes.
And that's people do bad things.
Yeah.
They don't want to do bad things, but because their brain become the devil.
Idle minds.
Yeah.
Idle minds, you know.
Yes,
So that's how it started. So that was a strategy because nobody wanted to come to a group unless there's something fun.
Yes. So there was football.
And then we became one of the best footballers in Kibera. And even now, Shofco FC is still playing in the league.
Oh, wow.
And the English Premier League.
Yeah.
You know, we are on...
I was just joking, Buana. You go for KPL.
Bado.
Yeah.
But you're in the...
yes.
The league.
The regional.
Regional. Ah, nice.
Yeah.
They're headed to now...
yes.
Wow, okay. Fantastic.
Yeah. And one of our players also... We have one of our players who's also now playing in FC.
FC.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really amazing. So, okay, so then you guys are playing football and
theater.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
We call it ambush theater. You know why I call it ambush theater?
Why?
So they will come to a place where the people are crowded.
Yeah.
And we're going to scare people. And then we start performing. Yeah, we don't notice. People start running away, and we come there, scare people.
Yeah.
We want to take their attention. We call it an ambush theater. And then we talk about issues that are happening in the community.
In the community where you are.
Yes, there. Yes. So it was about women issues. We perform. And then people start relating with it. Like, hey, Miss Fanyangivo.
And how do these guys who do all these things benefit, apart from the fact that they only just get an opportunity to be part of a thing?
So as I was, Shofco brought what's called community.
Yes.
I mean, it really made community to be strong. So after we became more like our own small government. We had our own ministers. You know what I mean? There's someone in charge of sports. There's some, we call it department. Someone in charge of health and sanitation. So we could organize cleanups. No, it was really kept young people busy. And then, Adele will love this one more. The idea of to bring women attention was really tough. Because I think at times people push it too much. So what we did, we were like, we can't allow our sisters. When I started by saying women, people were like,
no.
Tumechoka. I said, look at our sisters and our mother cannot go through this alone. We have to support them. We have to stop this culture. Then men are now willing to join hands. That's how it started.
And what I loved is, like, the first thing I saw when I came to Shofco, I did not come to play football. I came and saw the School for Girls. So in the next few minutes, we will talk about the Shofco School for Girls and what happens around them, because I think it's really, really interesting. First of its kind, really. But if you have any questions for Kennedy Odede, what you need to do is send them. For people who don't understand the Kibera School for Girls, which you came about under Shofco, when did you guys start it and why?
Wow, So the last year is when we have our first exam for the girls. We went 5 of them now went to the States.
Oh, cool.
So lucky. I'm proud of them. And so, and how it is, it's now been like 8 years. So the idea was that, and I'm really happy that as a man, as a boy, as a boy child, to being able to initiate that. Because we spoke so much about women issues, but there was nothing concrete. So my idea was that if we can change the mindset of our community, to start viewing women differently, we have to have something unique. We have to have like a Harvard, Yale kind of in Kibera. We were crazy. And then that will start changing the way people view women. Then what happened is that people didn't agree with me, especially men. Tough men, like, now this is
too much.
Wazungu idea here. We don't want that. So they refuse. Then I have to go back to the community leaders again. And my idea now was that, listen, I have a dream. We're going to have a school for girls. And around the school, going to be clean water for men, library for men, healthcare for men. And they're like, Kennedy, bring the school now.
So you told them how to benefit the men. Oh, wow.
And that's how I started. And what really touched me, there's a story that I want to share with you quickly. So one day, I really felt so happy. This drunk man come to Kibera, to school in the morning, drunk, struggling with that girl walking. Then telling us, Kennedy, look, I can't believe that my daughter could teach the elder brother how to write. And I'm like, it's working. Now the man can now start thinking differently. And that's what Kibera School for Girls have done in the community. You know what I mean? So I've been really hit a lot by people. Like, I'm forgetting boys, I'm focusing on women too much. And I tell them, honestly, let's start by Kenya, for example. How many women are ministers? How many women are in position of leadership? How many of them? Look at the companies. You mean? And now the top. Let's go back to Kibera. If women are beaten every day, and it's normal, and in Kibera, but in the middle class society, they keep it a secret, or upper class. So, and I ask people, like, when this happening and it's normal, tells us there's something bad going on. So we have to change this culture. And the things are not normal. That's why it's happening. I remember a tough woman one day beat a man in Kibera. It was a big news. People were like, what? You know what I mean? So tell you that that's the reason we have to, there's no gender balance. That's in short.
So I'm so jazzed. So 8 years on and the school is on. What I love about it is, like, there's a good use of space. Like, the playground is on the rooftop. It's so interesting. And around it, there's a water kiosk. There's a clinic, isn't there? There's clinic, and there is the aerial piping water that you loved, and there is the healthcare clinic which serves 800 patients a day. Wow! And you see most of the time also men are there. So, and then we have employability program that you saw.
helping the youth to get jobs.
Yeah.
So we do them training for 3 months. How to do the interviews, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Then we have SUN, Shofco Urban Network, that bring community together for cleanups, solve their own problems. Then we have the libraries, which are now growing too crazy. I think they're almost like 7 in Kibera.
And within one library, actually, bar before. One of the libraries. Apparently, there's a library that was brought down. Was it a Shofco library?
No.
Okay, so that was on another tour.
Yes,
Okay, so when we come back, I think what's also interesting is how you then met your wife through Shofco, and I was reading about it in your book, and I was just like, Kennedy's a madman, but. We'll get to that in the next 3 minutes. There are some questions here from Ian Mark Kimani, who says, who is your inspiration and what moves you to do what you're doing?
Yes. Yeah, so I was really, first of all, my mother.
Yeah.
She's really inspiring woman. Yeah. She never went to school. She's still alive, and she kept us going. Other thing is, I've read a lot of books of Mandela and Dr. King. So so those people really inspire me. And every day I walk around communities, and people inspires me. You know what I mean? But initially I was going that gut when I said that enough is enough. You have to do something. You know, because when you suffer in the community, there's no mentorship. Let's be honest. People it's a hustling community. Nobody pay attention to you. You know that, Shafi.
Yes.
Then now what happens that, so what really helped me, when it's to be told, was that I took these men and women I was reading as if I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Every day I was like, I used to call Nelson Mandela, Nelson, if you were in Kibera, what could you do in this kind of situation? You know, that really kind of kept me going.
Yeah. And brought him to this position. If you have a question, Oxo, I had to play him. Oh, has Oxo come to Shofco?
Of course, he was a friend of mine.
Yeah, of course, right?
And we grew up together, though.
Oh, cool.
Yes, he's a very good man.
Yeah.
And he came to the school. Anytime he's in Nairobi, he has to pass by.
Yeah, that's amazing. So before we go into how you met your wife, because it's very Shofco oriented, that story, there is a question here from Martins Musili, who said, is there any point in your life when things seemed not to be working out and you felt like giving up? And how did you overcome that feeling of wanting to just give up?
Yes, of course. There was not even one point. Many times that I felt I was really giving up. But I would say that idea of spirituality also really helped me a lot. To know that there's something bigger than life. And just being able to meditate, pray, and hope for the best. And I remind myself also, other people, we look around now who have done something in their life. They also went through hard time and they never gave up. And then what gave me was a call. I realized that what I'm doing here is I'm doing something bigger and bigger than me, and I'm just an instrument of how to relay it. So I was like, I want to do my best, and God will do the rest. Yes,
that's really powerful. And so I'm reading your book, and I'm reading about your wife then wanted to come and volunteer to. Okay, she wasn't your wife then. She wanted to volunteer at Shofco.
She was a stranger.
Yeah, at that time.
Yes.
One point in time. So you get this email. Right?
Yes.
And she wants to volunteer, and first you say she has to tuma her CV.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So what happened is that I used to come to Tao to the city once in a month. I used to have my Yahoo email. There was a guy called Kamau. If he's not there, I can't check my emails. Okay. So he had my passwords. Okay. So one day I come in and I find my email from Jessica. Oh, my name is Jessica Postner. When I come to Kenya, I heard what you guys are doing is interesting. Can I come work with you on theater? And volunteer for a while? And I'm like, no. We don't just take any wazungu here, you know what I mean? This is a movement, and we want people with skills. Please send your resume. Yes.
That was harsh.
Coming from a guy who didn't even know his password.
But even I didn't type it. I'll be honest. There's the come out.
Come out.
Come out. Come out. Make sure it doesn't pass 10 shillings. Okay.
Okay, so then he said, so she sent her CV.
Then after a couple of months again, I go to the city. I got it, and I asked Kamau to print it for me. And I take it back to the community, to the cabinet. And she was approved. Because she was really good and talented in theater. Theater was one of my things. So, but let's go back about that. What are we doing that? The idea behind that is that sometimes we believe so much in wazungu. People from outside to come and solve our problems. So when Shofco was starting, I was like, guys, you know what? This is our Shofco. We are the one living in this community. We're the one wearing the shoes. We know why it's pinching us. So, and it's a movement. And then, and they have to, if they come in, they have to come with a reason.
Yeah.
Not just having people coming in. You know what I mean? So, and I was a little bit radical.
Yeah.
You know, I read Gavi, and there's African problems to be solved by the Africans.
Yeah.
But you can have partners.
Yes.
People not, you know.
You can get assistance.
Yeah, assistants. People with skills, you know, but not just Wazungu coming in and writing their papers or whatever, you know.
Or they're coming on vacation.
On vacation.
Yeah.
So they say, no. So Jessica was really stubborn.
Yeah.
So she sent her resume, and then after that, we told her to come. Then she came in, and then after a couple of weeks,
yeah,
she started feeling like, Kennedy, you know, I feel terrible. I can't be staying in it was Hoodley.
Yeah.
I can't be staying in Hoodley with, you know, and working with the community here. Let me just move in your house with you guys. And I'm like, nope, there is no shower here, man. You are crazy. Utaoga wapi?
Hakuna choo.
Choo iko mbali kwanza.
Yeah, flying toilet.
Yeah, and you have to wake up in the morning on the queue, on the line.
Yeah.
So Jessica, being stubborn, she became friends with my sister.
Yeah.
And Jessica moved into a house.
Wow. In Katwekera.
Yeah. You know, so it's really interesting. So, but just to be open, we were not dating. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was not quick like that. And yeah. So that's how Jessica moved in, and we became, and I used to cook ugali.
Yeah.
And she starting by, okay, I'll buy food.
Yeah.
Like, no, in African culture, men provide.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like crazy. So I really fixed everything, and we became close. Then what happened now? Jessica got sick.
Okay.
Malaria.
Obviously, it had to come. It was coming.
Malaria, man. So that was, I thought I would have been arrested by American embassy. I'm going to be in trouble. So now, it was my first time to go to a hospital called Nairobi Hospital.
Yes.
I thought she was going to die. All this time, I never told her I love her.
Yeah.
So Jessica was now skinny like a stick, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I'm like, she's going to die. So one day I wake up in Kibera early, I go to her bed, and I say, you know what? If she dies, that love is not fair for me as a European man, you know?
Yes.
Culturally. Yeah. I'll feel terrible.
Yeah.
So I told her, I love you, and I ran back to Kibera.
Yeah.
But, so that's how I started. So Jessica became really...
So she's confused. She's battling malaria.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what?
This European has come and told you, I love you.
I thought she was going to die. I'm not kidding you. I thought she was really going to die.
Yeah.
And how to say I was playing the game of not being easy to her and being like just a normal man who want to fall in love.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to play hard.
Yeah.
But I knew I was in love.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now she's dying. Well, let me just put it out there, man. You know?
Forget the European.
Oh my God.
So she recovered.
she recovered. And she asked, what did you say? And I'm like,
nothing.
Anyway, so she got what's happening. Anyway,
Fast forward to date. They have a 12-day-old baby, and they're married. And when we come back, maybe Team Shafi wants to volunteer, and also the latest award, and your last chance to ask any questions to Ken of how you and your wife met. It's like How I Met Your Mother should become a movie. And Yummy Queen is saying, I love everything about the show. The guest is super inspiring today. I just heard his story. However, one thing that we need to talk about first is this prize that you guys just got.
The Hilton Prize.
Yeah, because y'all have been training for like a week.
Yeah.
So it's a huge humanitarian award. Only 22 organizations have gotten it in the past, right?
And they're big ones.
Yeah. Everyone's like you guys, or like way bigger.
Honestly, they're a very big organization. I think we're the first one coming from local, and run by a local person, to be in that stage.
Wow! Yes. And where were you when you got the news that you guys had won? Do you remember?
Yes, I was in a cab in New York.
Oh, hey.
Wow! Tell them.
Yes. No, you know, and I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that they're joking with me.
Yeah.
You know what? You know, in New York, if you're forming, they just call you for anything. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And Jessica was stopped by a police. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
In Ngong Road.
Yeah.
And so we were on the phone call together. So they told us, can you all jump on a phone call and ask some questions?
Yeah.
So we thought they were going to tell us no or ask us more questions.
Yeah.
So Jessica was being stopped by the police, standing there. Me, I'm in the New York in a cab. And we're like, what? And it was crazy, unbelievable news though.
Yeah.
I thought, for a long time, we're like, are they really serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what does it mean for Shofco? Like what's gonna happen?
So it's a big thing.
Yeah.
To be told, we're very humble, and we have to think twice about it.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's like a fish or how to fish.
Yeah.
You know? and money will come and go.
Yeah.
So we came with the idea of how to make it more into endowment, so that Shofco as an indigenous organization can continue there after Kennedy. Even one day I left Shofco, it has to continue. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the money in endowment. We're going to ask more of our friends globally to add more, because the Hilton Foundation has agreed to help us to increase it. And then we put so that we can have some money every year that goes to help the programs. Yeah, that's forever. Yeah. So now Shofco stays forever,
non-stop.
Yes.
And in terms of programs, so now I have to bring Shafi. But he knows the place, so I feel like
I know the place, but you'll
just
me. Yes.
Shafi knows the place very well.
Yeah.
Now I remember the place.
I think now I remember the place.
Seriously, now I remember this place.
Let me tell you, can you imagine walking from Toi, because you're from there?
Yes.
You know where Toi is?
Yes.
All the way to Kotokera for lunch every day. And then, guess what?
Yeah.
I missed all my roll call.
Like to go.
That's why it's such a dope thing. Like checking in for roll call and Raushing people. I do it with all my heart and soul, because I missed all my afternoon roll calls. Because now, before I registered for my KCP, there was a big problem. It's like I never went to school.
Because when you leave for lunch.
By the time I come back, it's after 2.
Because of the long walk.
Yeah, you leave at 12:45. You have to be in class before 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have to walk all that way. And then I go there. My aunties don't care. They just feed me.
Yeah.
And then I have to walk back. That's a loose 7-10 kilometers.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Late. Okay. I didn't as in know, because no one's telling us any, as in the teachers, you just come in and enter.
Yeah.
When there's a punishment, you do it quick. By the time I sit, it's at around 3.
Yeah.
And therefore now I lose 45 minutes, go home.
Oh my God.
So when we're registering for our mocks now, when I'm in class 7, that's when it hit me. I had to change schools. I was being told I have never attended any afternoon classes.
And you're like, I'm there.
7, I'm like, yo, guys. And then now there was no proof. And it was not only me, who are like 800 students. I'm like, no, come on, guys. So my mom was not understanding.
Because you leave the house after lunch.
No, not only my mom, all the other parents. They're all there. They know their kids.